Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so today I would like to continue the topic that we have discussed on the deposit products in Islamic banking, system. Yeah. Okay, so as we have discussed previously, okay, we have discussed on the saving accounts, current accounts, and also fixed deposit accounts, right? So basically, the fixed deposit under term deposit. Okay, so and for the Islamic principles or Islamic contract that was applied previously, we discussed on the wadiah saving account, wadiah based contract, and also mudarabah, okay, or profit sharing contract for the saving account. Okay, so there are two more contract we are yet to discuss, and today inshallah I will explain what is the Qard contract and what is the Tawarruq contract. Okay, so usually in the practice, the current accounts is actually combined with the saving accounts in the current practice that we call CASA, CASA, current accounts and saving accounts. Okay, so it is a deposit accounts. Okay, this deposit account do not have any maturity date, like it is not a term deposit atau fixed deposit. No maturity date. It is uh, our normal deposit accounts. Okay, and then the account holder has the right to withdraw the deposited funds at any times. Okay, so the bank provide capital guarantee for CASA, which is guaranteed. This is a deposit account, so it will be guaranteed by PIDM. Okay, and also PIDM protection. Then the deposited fund is a liability owned by the bank, because of it is the depositors' money, our money. It is liability lah to the bank to take care of the fund or the money. So what is PIDM? I always mention about PIDM, right? So it is a deposit insurance system lah, PIDM. Perbadanan Insurance Deposit Malaysian Insurance Deposit, apa dia ni, PIDM, Malaysian Insurance Deposit ni perbadanan lah. Okay, body. So it is the government authority established in 2005, okay, under Akta Perbadanan Insurance Deposit Malaysia. So there are two systems provided by PIDM to protect us. The first one is depositor under deposit insurance system. When we deposit our money at banks, it will be protected by this body. And then takaful and insurance policy owner under the takaful insurance benefit protection system, TIPS. Okay, so meaning that this PIDM protect the fund or the fund, our fund that we deposit at bank, and also protects our money that we subscribe to the takaful and insurance lah. Okay, but not 100%. In case we subscribe to the scheme that having elements of saving, the elements of saving portion of it, so it will be protected. Okay, but if in case we select the scheme that have no element of saving, so the fund that we contribute will pay to the protections of insurance or takaful, no coverage lah. So how does PIDM protect us? Okay, so PIDM, the protection is automatic. No need for us to apply to fill up any form. It is automatic when we deposit our money at bank, so it will automatically protected. And then in the event that a member bank becomes bankrupt, if the bank that we deposit our money at becomes bankrupt, so no need to make a claim, no need to apply any claims, but the PIDM will automatically detects all the depositors lah, and then they will pay the claims. Okay, so basically when something happens to the bank, okay, so PIDM will be notified and they will do their task to contact all the depositors and make sure the depositors get their money lah up to 250,000. Okay, so what are the types of account that is protected by PIDM? Saving accounts, current account, and term deposit. Okay, what is not protected by this body? Investment accounts. Okay, unit trust, stock and shares, gold related investment products or accounts, and deposits not payable in Malaysia lah. And okay, so I think I always mentioned that previously all the banks practice the wadiah yad dhamanah, the wadiah based contract for the deposit products. Okay, and then now, okay, in starting 2018, through BNM policy document, okay, whereby, okay, it is mentioned here, Islamic financial institution is given until 31st July 2018 to revise all products based on wadiah yad dhamanah to Qard and fully comply with the requirement in this policy lah, the policy of Qard. So after this, insyaAllah, we discuss on what is Qard lah. Okay, so what is Qard? Qard is loan. And after Qard, there is another contract that is applied or practiced in the deposit product, which is Tawarruq. Okay. Okay, so this is wadiah. I do not want to. Okay. Okay, so the deposit product based on Qard. What is Qard? Qard refers to a contract of lending money by a lender to a borrower for Sharia compliant purposes only, where the latter is bound to repay an equivalent replacement amount to the lender. Okay, an equivalent, no additional on the amount lended. So the inherent nature of a Qard contract is the obligations of the borrower to repay the money borrowed in full. So the lender must be informed on the utilizations of the money is for Sharia compliant purposes only. Okay, so no contractual benefits to the lender. So the granting of hibah to the lender that is solely based on the borrower's discretion is allowed. Okay, so now this applicable for deposit, is applied for deposit products by the Islamic bank. Okay, so it is a loan contract between customer and bank. Customer as depositor and the bank become borrower. Okay, not the customer borrower, but now bank become borrower. Okay, so because the money coming from the customer, so the deposited amount is the loan principal. Bank guarantee the return of loan principal with no dividend or profit. Okay, on top of the principal. Bank has the full right to utilize the deposited fund without customer's consent. So once the customer bring their money to the bank through the Qard contract, so when the bank borrow the customer's money, so it's up to the bank to use the fund or the money, okay, so long it is comply with the Sharia lah activities. So the customer can demand the return of deposited fund or loan amount at any time, meaning that macam like our normal saving accounts. So card is for saving account lah. So the bank will give us a debit card and then we can use the money at any time that we want. Okay. So just once we deposit money, so the bank will utilize the money. When we want to have the money back from the bank, so the bank will need to give us back lah. Okay, the money. Okay, so Islamic Qasa. Qasa is a current account and saving accounts. Combination lah. Okay, the current practice combinations of current account and saving accounts. Okay, the difference between Islamic Qasa and conventional Qasa. So the contract is Qard, lender and borrower. The customer lender, the borrower is the bank become borrower. Okay, so the conventional lending contract, lender and borrower. Okay, Samalah, lender is the customer and borrower is the bank. The principal guaranteed, the Islamic bank guarantees payment of principal, the deposited amounts. And there will be a PIDM protection. Whereby for the conventional bank guarantees payment of principal, same. PIDM will give the protections to the amount. Okay, so the deposit, withdrawal and reward, no maturity date for this account, so we can withdraw at any time that we want. It is not like a fixed deposit lah. Okay, so fund deposited and withdrawal at any time, so granting of hibah at bank's discretion lah. So bank pun boleh practice hibah like wadiah. Okay, so for the conventional CASA, no maturity date, fund deposited and withdrawal at any time, and then bank pays interest lah. Okay, bank pays interest to the customer. Kalau yang ni hibah, but hibah is bank's discretion. But this interest, it is a promise by the bank to the customer. Okay, so now we are done with the card contract. Okay, card contract is very easy and very straightforward lah, whereby the customer as a lender, the bank as a borrower. Okay, there are certain banks lah practice this card contract. Okay, now we move to Tawarruq. Okay, Tawarruq contract for deposit product. Tawarruq contract for deposit contract. So what is Tawarruq? Tawarruq consists of ada murabahah contract in the tawarruq. Tawarruq is an arrangement. Okay, so there is a murabahah contract practice in tawarruq. So what is murabahah? A sale and purchase of an asset where the acquisition cost and the markup are disclosed to the purchaser. Murabahah ni macam like a normal buying and selling. Like we want to buy a laptop, for example. Okay, so the seller basically when the difference between a normal practice is the seller will not inform us how much the profit that they markups on the capital that they use to buy the laptop kan. Let's say they buy a laptop with 1,000 and they sell that laptop to us 1,500. They will not inform us that they actually mark up 500 to get a profit from that selling computer or laptop. Okay, it is we call a musawamah, musawamah contract. Okay, so this murabahah is a sibling of musawamah. The difference is the markup price to profit 500 is informed to the buyer. Like a seller said to us, okay, I sell this laptop to you 1,500, where 500 is profit to me. The markup profit is informed to the buyer. Okay, so now this murabahah is practiced by the bank where the markup profit or the profit rate is informed to the depositors or to the customer. Okay, so this is a murabahah contract. Okay, what is tawarruq? Tawarruq is an arrangement, consists of two sale and purchase contract, meaning that this tawarruq consists of two murabahah contract. Murabahah is a sale and purchase contract lah. Murabahah ni sale contract. Okay, so ada two level. Okay, or two level of murabahah. Ada murabahah 1 and murabahah 2. The first murabahah sale is occurred. Okay, the first one is the sale of an asset by a seller to a purchaser on a deferred basis. Deferred basis too means that they conclude the contract now, okay, but the price is given later. The purchase price tu is given later. It is a deferred lah, maksudnya tertangguh, deferred basis. But the sale happened now. Okay, and another thing is in tawarruq or murabahah sale ni, the asset that will involve, it is not a normal asset. Okay, basically it's a commodity. Commodity like a gold, like a metal, crude palm oil. So it becomes a trading commodity in tawarruq. There is a online platform to perform these types of sale. It is not a normal sale and purchase contract like we meet. It is meeting buyer and seller, and then the seller bring the commodity with them, then they transfer the commodity to the buyer. No, okay. So this arrangement basically is done online. Okay, transfer pun online. The certificate of sale, this sale contract is given online with a series number, and the commodity is actually is kept in one macam ada factory ataupun ada store lah that keep the commodity. They type the commodity with a series number, and then they key in the series number in the system. Okay, so the bank through their representative will conduct this tawarruq arrangement online lah. Then this online platform we call Bursa Asilah. Okay, Bursa Asilah. Okay, so the first one is the sale of an asset by a seller to a purchaser on a deferred basis, and the second stage of murabahah sale ni, the purchaser of the first sale ni will sell the same asset to a third party on a cash and spot basis. There are three parties. So the first one is buyer and seller, and the second one give buyer, seller, and the commodity trader. The third party ni, okay, dia third party lah. So in order to get a cash, the first buyer ni will sell the commodity to the third party to get the cash. Okay, so a deposit product based on Sharia contract of commodity murabahah, this deposit product based on this tawarruq ni, okay, the sale and purchase, there will be a cost and profit. Ada profit element, and that profit rate is informed to all parties, okay, where the product offers customer with a profit return lah. So when this tawarruq arrangement is applied in the deposit, products, so basically when the customer depositor, we as a depositor, we bring money to the bank, okay, so the bank will conduct the tawarruq arrangement on our behalf. So that is why later on we will see there is an agency contract or wakalah contract is signed in this tawarruq arrangement. Okay, so in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 275, okay, please memorize this verse lah. Wa ahallallahu al-bay' wa harrama riba. So Allah allow us to the trading by sale and purchase, and at the same time Allah forbid us to practice riba lah, no additional markup, okay, or no there should be equal counter value. Okay, justice. Okay, justice in the trading. So scholars are of the view that the tawarruq is allowed since it is a kind of trading activities. Okay, no harm to perform a sale contract with a markup price. Okay, so long all the subject matter, all the pillars of the contract is followed accordingly. Okay, markup price is okay because it is a sale contract, not a loan contract. If loan contract, cannot have a markup price. Okay, so the types of assets basically is a crude palm oil, as I mentioned, rubber, cocoa, soya products kan. Tapi this one food product is a very rare lah. Usually is metal and crude palm oil. Okay. Gold pun tak ada sebab because of this gold and silver ni is a ribawi item. Okay, so there will be the bank as agents, as I mentioned. Okay, ni ada customer and the bank asset supplier one, or the commodity trader lah, commodity trader. So upon account opening, so depositor appoints the bank as agent to purchase Sharia compliant commodity from trader A in a recognized commodity market on cash basis. Okay, recognized commodity market as I mentioned is a bursa asilah lah. Okay, bursa asilah. Okay, it's because customer bring money, so they will appoint the bank as agents to buy on a cash basis. So now that commodity belong to the customer. So the bank will thereafter purchase the commodity from the depositor. Okay, so once the commodity been owned by the depositor, so the bank will purchase the commodity from the depositor on a deferred sale at a cost price plus profit lah margin, which will be paid to the depositor upon maturity. Okay, in the previous slide, we see that the first one is a deferred and second one is a cash, right? Okay, so but basically that Tawarruq arrangement is meant for the financing. Okay, financing product, but for the deposit product, because of the customer bring cash money to the bank. Okay, so they have money. So it is macam the other way around compared to the financing product. Okay, because financing product pun ada adopt the Tawarruq contract, but for the deposit products, the first murabah hasil is a cash, and the second murabah hasil, where the commodity is purchased by the bank, that is a deferred. So deferred sale in the second stage. The first stage is a cash sale because the depositors bring money to the customer, to the bank, so they acquire a right lah to purchase on cash kan. So the second Tawarruq sale, murabah sale, is done by deferred, whereby the bank will will purchase the commodity from the customer with a markup price. Maksudnya profit margins. That profit will be paid to the customer. And usually this profit is determined upfront lah at the beginning of the contract. Okay, so that is why when the customer bring money to the bank, and when the bank adopt this Tawarruq, the bank will inform the customer the profit for this is 5%, 4%. Okay, there is a markup profit lah. So next, the bank will sell back the commodity to trader B in a recognized commodity market on cash basis. Okay, let's say at the end of the tenure of the deposit, usually after 1 year lah. So after 1 year, the bank will sell the commodity to the commodity trader B kat sini. Okay, on cash basis. So the bank acquire cash. So nampak. So customer and the bank. So the first one, the customer will appoint the bank actually here. Okay, the customer will appoint the bank and to buy the commodity from the asset supplier 1. So the asset now belong to the customer. The customer pay the money on cash. Okay, second and the third one. Okay, the third one, the customer sell. Sell the commodity to the bank, and the bank will pay the customer on deferred, because later on, then the customer need money. Later, when the customer need money, okay, so that is why it is deferred. Meaning that the profit is not given to the customer on the spot. Like today, they bring money to the bank and the bank will give them profit. No, it will not happen like that. Okay, so usually there will be yearly calculations of profit to the customer lah, the purchase price of this asset, okay, from the bank to the customer. So after that, the step 5 and 6 ni, so the banks will sell the commodity to the asset supplier to get cash lah, on cash basis kat sini. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 stages. But between the customer and the bank, only 2 types of contract. Okay, I think that's all lah for the deposit product based on Tawarruq arrangement. Okay, so this one fixed deposit, we have discussed on the fixed deposit products. Okay, last. Okay, so Nampak ni, the difference between CASA deposit product and term deposit product. The contract is called Tawarruq contract for CASA, okay, current account and saving accounts. And term deposit also, I think currently they also practice Tawarruq, okay. And the principal guaranteed Islamic bank guarantees payment of the principal and PIDM protections. Okay, so Islamic bank guarantees payment of principal sama PIDM protections. Deposit withdrawal. So for this product, the customer can withdraw anytime, but for term deposit, usually they have a period of times that they cannot withdraw the money, okay, from the bank. Okay, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year. Okay. Okay, this one done. Okay, so investment. So usually in the investment accounts, if you open investment accounts, based on mudarabah ke, no protections by PIDM. This one mudarabah, I think we have discussed